Both SEO and Google Ads can bring your business traffic and leads, but the way that they go about doing it is vastly different. And here's what most local service-based businesses don't realize. Choosing the wrong one first could cost you months of lost opportunity and thousands in wasted marketing dollars. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which strategy matches your business goals and timeline so that you can finally stop spinning your wheels and start generating consistent local leads. So first, I'll break down the key differences between SEO and Google Ads. Then we'll dive into the real pros and cons of each approach. And third, I'll give you a clear framework of deciding which one you should prioritize based on your specific business goals and situation. So imagine you are about to just start on a road trip and you are here at point A and you want to get to point B, which is more leads for your business. Now, there are two main routes that you can take to get there. The first route is this highway. That is Google Ads. It's fast, it's direct, but you're going to pay tolls along the way. The second route is the more scenic route, and that's SEO. It takes longer to get there, but once you know the way, it's free to travel. Both roads lead to the exact same destination, which is more leads for your business, but the journey looks completely different depending on which path you choose. So let's start with SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it basically means having an organic presence on your website for search engines. You're investing in creating content and optimizing your website to show up naturally on Google or Bing or when people search for you online. Here's the thing about SEO. It is based on your website's content, its structure, and the user experience in order to rank higher on those search engines. So when SEO works properly, you can improve visibility on search, get more eyes on your site, and increase the amount of traffic that your website gets. Now, the timeline for SEO, and this is important, the rule of thumb is about 6 months minimum to see real results. And I know that sounds like forever, but here's why it's worth it. Once you're ranking, you're not paying for that traffic anymore. It's like owning that scenic route we talked about earlier. The downside with SEO is if you are in a highly competitive industry, it can take a lot more content, more backlinks, and more time to rank higher on Google. You're basically competing with everyone else trying to travel that same scenic route. So now let's flip and talk about Google Ads. Google Ads are the paid placements on Google search results. So you bid on certain keywords and then Google will show your ad at the top of the search results when someone searches for your services. If people click on your ad, then you get charged a certain amount. The big advantage here is speed. You usually start to see impressions within a few days of your ad starting to run, and you can usually start seeing some conversions trickle in over the first few weeks. It does take about 3 months to fully optimize your ads, but you do start seeing results way quicker than you would with SEO. The downside is pretty obvious. You're paying for those clicks. And if you're in a competitive industry, the cost per click can get really expensive. Plus, you're basically renting that top spot on Google. You don't own it. So as soon as you stop paying that rent, you're out of there. So here's the real comparison. With SEO, you're looking at about 6 months before you see significant results. But once you're there, that traffic doesn't cost you anything extra. With Google Ads, you can start getting traffic within days, but you're paying for every single click. So think of it like this. SEO is like buying a house. It takes time to save up, find the right place, go through the whole process, but once you own it, you're not paying rent anymore. Google Ads is like renting an apartment. You can move in tomorrow, but you're paying rent every single month, and if you stop paying, you're out. Both approaches have merit depending on your situation. Some industries and locations actually favor one over the other, and here's a myth that I do want to bust right now. You don't have to choose only one of these options forever. A lot of successful businesses use both. Now, there is also a third option I should mention for local businesses, and that is the local service ads. These are those Google guaranteed ads that you see at the very top of Google searches for services like plumbers, electricians, and other home services. They work similarly to regular Google ads, but are specifically designed for local service businesses. So how do you decide which one to focus on? Here's my thought. First, look at your budget. If you have the budget to do both SEO and Google ads, that's actually ideal. You can get quick results from ads while building your long-term SEO foundation. And then over time, as your website starts to rank higher for more keywords, you might be able to decrease your ad spend. But if you don't have the budget for both, here's what I would recommend. If you're a local service-based business looking for quick leads, Google ads or local service ads are probably where you want to look at starting first. You need cash flow, you need customers now, and ads can deliver that. If you're not in a rush and you want to build something long-term, SEO might be better. Just know that you're playing the long game here. And here's a common mistake I see businesses make. They try to do both, but don't fully commit to either one. They spend a little on ads, write a blog post here and there, and then wonder why nothing is working. If you don't have the time or budget for both, then pick one, commit to it, and do it right. The transitional strategy that works really well is starting with Google Ads to get immediate leads and cash flow, then using some of that revenue to then invest in your SEO. As your SEO starts working and you get more organic traffic, then you can start to scale back on your ad spend. It's like using the highway to get there fast, then learning the scenic route so that you don't have to pay tolls down the road. No matter which approach you choose, whether it's SEO or paid ads, you need to measure success differently for each approach. With ads, you're looking at your cost per click, your cost per lead, return on ad spend. With SEO, you're looking at your organic traffic growth, keyword rankings, and leads from organic search. So don't try to measure them the same way. Now that you understand the difference between SEO and Google Ads, and you have a framework for choosing which one to prioritize, here's what most local service-based businesses get stuck on next. If you've decided that Google Ads are the right starting point for your business because you need leads quickly, you're probably wondering, okay, but which type of Google Ads campaign should I actually run? And that's exactly what I cover in my video here about the different Google Ads campaign types and which ones actually work best for service-based businesses. I'll show you the specific campaigns that generate the highest quality leads for local services and which ones you should avoid completely. So you can watch that video right here. It's the perfect next step if your decision is to start running Google Ads. So I'll see you there.